All three of the Raps, Jays, and Leafs won on Wednesday night, and while everyone's focused on the Jays in Toronto right now,
the Yankee lose.
the Raptors were able to build on the city's momentum down in Sacramento. Despite losing their first preseason outing to the 2023 championship-winning Denver Nuggets, without Scottie Barnes in Sacktown, Toronto would beat a Kings team without their second-best player by 8. The Raptors were also without Jakob Poeltl for a second consecutive outing with a sore back, but 2025's 9th overall pick out of South Carolina, Collin Murray Boyles, dropped 12 points to go along with team-high totals in board-getting and dime-dropping, as CMB had 7 rebounds and 6 assists. In 23 minutes, he shot 4 for 8 from the field and 1 of 2 from distance. Murray Boyles was active on both ends of the floor as he swatted 2 shots, one of them being a 3-point attempt. Additionally, he finished as a +9 and combined with Jacoby Walter, Grady Dick, Jamal Shed, and Sandro Mamukelashvili to provide 53 points all off the bench. That Toronto bench unit is looking scary, especially considering the versatile Jonathan Moba will be added to it once Poeltl's healthy. But I want to specifically key in on Brandon Ingram dropping a game-high by far 21 on 7 for 15 shooting from the field and a blistering 5 for 7 shooting from deep, as well as the Raptors' seemingly dangerous rookie in Collin Murray Boyles. Collin Murray Boyles, who I compared to Chris Bosh not too long ago, is living up to that hype very early in his young career. CMB was tasked with facing Jokic and Sabonis in his first 2 games of the preseason, and while he hurt himself on his first career NBA layup, he's held his own pretty well against 2 of the league's premier big men. He was in Sabonis' chest all game against the Kings, and while Jokic got the best of him several times, that experience guarding Nikola so early on in his pro career is going to serve a guy as mobile, athletic, and crafty as CMB very well. Speaking of guarding veterans, and watch how he stays with and neutralizes DeMar DeRozan on this possession, not getting baited by a single crossover or head fake, sticking with Debo's spin, and stripping it clean to force the TO before half. Murray Boyles is showing that his game isn't just about numbers, it's about how he affects every possession on both ends of the court. The first thing that jumps off the screen is his defensive versatility, which is already looking NBA ready. He's one of those rare young players who can comfortably switch from guarding a quick point guard at the top of the key to bodying up a strong forward in the post without getting overwhelmed. Against Sacramento, he covered ground like a veteran, closing out shooters, helping at the rim, and even communicating rotations to more experienced teammates. You could see moments where he instinctively rotated to help when Sabonis slipped behind the defense, showing a natural feel for positioning. His hustle has already made him a fan favorite on Raptors Twitter because he plays with relentless energy, the type of motor that inspires the bench and gets the crowd on its feet. What separates him from typical rookies is that he doesn't chase highlight plays. He sticks to disciplined defense, contesting vertically, and trusting his length. That level of focus and commitment this early in his career is why people inside the organization believe he's going to be one of the Raptors' cornerstone defenders moving forward. Offensively, Murray Boyles continues to show glimpses of being far more than just a traditional power forward. He's a connector, a playmaker, and a high IQ operator. His court vision has been one of the most pleasant surprises, allowing him to facilitate offense in a way that reminds me of Draymond Green or prime Boris Diaw. That 6-assist night wasn't a random stat line. He was actively orchestrating, calling out backdoor cuts, and keeping the ball flowing. What's impressive is that he never looked rushed. He'll catch, scan, and deliver with precision, making those smart interior passes that turn good possessions into great ones. His handle has improved. He's comfortable taking a rebound coast to coast or initiating dribble handoffs from the elbow to keep the defense shifting. The Raptors coaching staff is already experimenting with him as a short roll passer, which could become a weapon if he keeps improving his touch around the paint. And when he spots up, he's shooting with confidence, not hesitating, not overthinking, just flowing within the rhythm of the offense. For a rookie big, that's elite composure, and it's part of what's setting him apart from the average first-year player. The most underrated aspect of CMB's game so far might be his motor and the professionalism behind it. He's not just playing hard, he's playing smart hard. Every loose ball, every transition fast break, every defensive scramble, he's the first guy diving on the floor or sprinting back to contest. That kind of consistent energy can change locker room standards, especially for a team filled with young players still learning how to win. Coaches have been raving about his conditioning in camp. He's constantly one of the first to finish drills and one of the last to leave the floor. It's the same approach that helped guys like Siakam and OG Anunoby develop into trusted playoff performers. You can tell Murray Boyles understands that being an elite role player isn't about minutes or touches, it's about being the glue that holds rotations together. When he's on the floor, the Raptors just look sharper defensively and more decisive offensively. It's early, but it's starting to feel like Toronto's found a player who embodies everything this franchise wants to be known for. toughness, adaptability, and relentless effort. Now switching to Brandon Ingram. This game was a quiet reminder of how effortlessly elite scorers can take over without forcing the issue. The beauty of Ingram's 21-point performance wasn't the volume, it was the ease. For the most part, he wasn't dribbling into isolation sets or stalling the offense. He was reading the flow, finding space, and punishing every defensive lapse. The Raptors' motion offense, filled with back cuts, screens, and drive and kicks, allowed Ingram to thrive as a rhythm scorer instead of a ball-dominant one. He hit 5 threes, most of them coming off movement, which is something Toronto's lacked from their wings in recent years. You could see him feeding off the team's spacing, drifting into open pockets, running in transition, and attacking mismatches when the defense over-rotated. His shot looked fluid, his confidence unshakable, and there was a calmness to how he picked apart Sacramento's defense possession after the next. That kind of controlled aggression is what makes him such a dangerous weapon in this system. He doesn't need the ball to dominate, but when he gets it, damn good things happen. It's honestly wild that ESPN ranked Brandon Ingram 77th on their top 100 list. 77th, while putting Scottie Barnes all the way up at 30th. That's not a knock on Barnes, but anyone watching this preseason can see who's the best player in a Raptors jersey. Ingram looks like a completely different level of talent right now, polished, composed, and flat out dominant when the offense runs through him. He's getting to his spots effortlessly, torching defenses from deep, and making high-level reads that keeps Toronto's offense humming. The scary part is how easy he's making it look. He's not forcing shots or chasing numbers, he's just controlling the game. You can tell he's out to remind people exactly who he is after that disrespectful ranking, and every possession feels like a statement. His effort defensively, his leadership presence, and his unselfish play all scream franchise player. If this version of Ingram keeps showing up, the Raptors are going to be in a very good position to make the 2026 postseason. This isn't the same Raptors team that struggled to find rhythm last season. There's a clear sense of direction now. The blend of veterans like Ingram and young talent like Murray Boyles, Dick, Shed, Jacoby Walter has created a roster that plays with purpose on every possession. The pace is faster, the ball movement crisper, and the defense more connected than it's been in years. You can feel a culture shift happening, one rooted in accountability, effort, and modern basketball principles. The Raptors are no longer just defending, they're dictating games with tempo and versatility. Every player from the rookie to the vets seems to understand their role and how it contributes to the larger system. It's still extremely early. But if this version of Toronto continues to grow and play this unselfish, team-oriented brand of basketball, the rest of the league might have to start taking them a lot more seriously.